Yo, Ghetts, you're on a mad one, yo. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction. This one is another highly requested song. Yo, when I saw it first dropped, I was like, I have to wait for a video. Ghetts and Skepta are not gonna put out a song and not release a visual with it. So I was really patient and it worked out in my favor. So thank you to those of you who recommended this song and were patient with me. But yo, I don't wanna hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it.
All black attire, Joe back in fire.
Okay, so they're going with the same kind of aesthetic as Mozambique, it looks like.
My nigga them right out.
I know that IC3 means black, so I think he's referencing black makes sense.
All black attire, Joe back in fire. My nigga them right out. Horseback for hire. Full clip in the dryer. I ain't talking Richard, and I'm talking Pryor.
Woo! Richard Pryor, okay.
Right out. Horseback for hire. Full clip in the dryer. I ain't talking Richard, and I'm talking Pryor. We ain't now about death and bury. We ain't now about press and semi.
Alright. Real quick. Ghetts has been bringing this like grittiness to his music lately. He had that one track on the GRM 10-year anniversary that was just really rude. And granted, like, yeah, grime had its rude moments back in the day, but yo, I don't know. It's like a seasoned veteran rude. Like, he's saying just enough.
We ain't now about Grease. We ain't
Skepta too, like,
we ain't now about
they've been adapting to the time.
We ain't now about Grease. We ain't now about Ghetts and Skeppy.
Go on then, shit. I feel like I'm born again. Me and Ghetts on the track and it's feeling like the rooftop all again. Yeah, we're firing that corn again. Get the toe tags and the body bags in. Soon as they told me about the power that came with the black skin, unlocked it, then I tapped in. Alchemist, when I feel the pressure, I make that.
Alright, that's a big deal. That's a big deal for me. That's a big deal for me, obviously.
I feel like I'm born again. Me and Ghetts on the track and it's feeling like the rooftop all again. Yeah, we're firing that corn again. Get the toe tags and the body bags in. Soon as they told me about the power that came with the black skin, unlocked it, then I tapped in. Alchemist, when I feel the pressure, I make diamonds. I cannot stop getting the racks in.
Who would've thought back then we'd be some powerful black men?
Yo, that contrast. And also, I like the fact that they took IC3 and they gave it a different spin. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like it was gonna be political commentary a little bit, which I'm sure that it is in its own way. You know, knowing that IC3 is like the code for black, but them taking it and kind of making it into what sounds like an empowerment song.
Told me about the power that came with the black skin, unlocked it, then I tapped in. Alchemist, when I feel the pressure, I make diamonds. I cannot stop getting the racks in.
Who would've thought back then we'd be some powerful black men? Back when we was in the States, I was trapping. You don't know how it's impacted us. Can't block a nigga when flats are us. Abandoned flats with a man them trap. I took a few L's on my champion hat.
And Ghetts and Skepta, but Ghetts especially, he's done a really good job evolving over the years where he keeps that aggressiveness, but he's dialed back. You can tell he's older, he's in a different headspace, but he was able to keep what still makes him Ghetts, but not being as like rambunctious with it, you feel me?
Back when we was in the States, I was trapping. You don't know how it's impacted us. Can't block a nigga when flats are us. Abandoned flats with a man them trap. I took a few L's on my champion hat. Came back like a champion and landed jabs while being branded black.
African man, you see the jewels on my neck.
Can't block a nigga when flats are us. Abandoned flats with a man them trap. I took a few L's on my champion hat. Came back like a champion and landed jabs while being branded black.
African man, you see the jewels on my neck. Class of deja, went school with the best. When I fire my lyrics, you know I shoot.
Class of Deja. So I know that there's the song Class of Deja, which is Ghetts, Kano, and D-Double. Is that like a reference to something else, or is he referencing that song? Y'all let me know in the comment section.
African man, you see the jewels on my neck. Class of deja, went school with the best. When I fire my lyrics, you know I shoot for the chest and the head. Eyes roll back, better check if he's dead. I cannot act for the image.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they've been able to adapt to this like modern rudeness, but in a way that's still like, they're not super ugly, disgustingly violent with it, but they're still raw and gritty. Yo, so I bet you got experience.
Black African man, you see the jewels on my neck. Class of deja, went school with the best. When I fire my lyrics, you know I shoot for the chest and the head. Eyes roll back, better check if he's dead. I cannot act for the image. I'm in the motherland, putting racks in the village. What you talking about, Willis? Ever see me on the iPhone? Better know.
What you talking about, Willis?
The image, I'm in the motherland, putting racks in the village. What you talking about, Willis? Ever see me on the iPhone? Better know that I'm talking about business.
Don't tell me go back where I came from, where the queen sits there in stolen jewels. Cool, I go. Don't tell me go back where I came from, where the queen sits there in stolen jewels. Cool, I go back with a chain on. I light up the place like Akon. I got a bullet with your name on. Blood stains on the pavement.
Oh, light up the place like Akon, because Akon went back to Africa and he set up all those lights in like the village and everything. Yo, Ghetts, you're on a mad one, yo.
Go back where I came from, where the queen sits there in stolen jewels. Cool, I go back with a chain on. I light up the place like Akon. I got a bullet with your name on. Blood stains on the pavement you played on. You think I give a fuck about a loose screw? My brother, my whole brain's gone.
Yo, how does he do it? It's like I said, it's like they're rude in a way that people want to hear right now, but not in a way that sounds forced. Like, yo, y'all grown. Like, get off that now. Like, I don't know how else to put it.
I light up the place like Akon. I got a bullet with your name on. Blood stains on the pavement you played on. You think I give a fuck about a loose screw? My brother, my whole brain's gone. Look in the mirror,
Who produced this? Who produced this? Was it Skepta? I think Skepta and Jamie both produced. I don't know. Whoever produced this.
I give a fuck.
So I heard degrees. So I don't know if that's because Skepta produced it, but
I got a bullet with your name on. Blood stains on the pavement you played on. You think I give a fuck about a loose screw? My brother, my whole brain's gone. Look in the mirror. I see Kim. I see me. I see who. I see what. I see
free. I knew it. I like that. I like that. Because one, obviously, IC3 means black, but I see who, I see what. I forget exactly what it said, but he said three things. So I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it's like I see, no, and then three, but I see, yo.
At least screw. My brother, my whole brain's gone. Look in the mirror. I see Kim, I see me. I see who, I see what.
I see free. Look in the mirror. I see King, I see me. I see what, I see who, I see free. Yeah.
So the reason why I like this is because they're taking something which I can tell a lot of artists out there have said it kind of dehumanizes them. Or at least the sentiments allude to the fact that they feel like they're dehumanized by being reduced to a sequence of numbers and letters, but they're taking it in a way and reclaiming it and just giving it a whole other meaning while still keeping the meaning. That's dope. I can see why I wanted me to do this one.
I see me. I see what, I see who, I see free. Yeah. Please don't talk about numbers. I don't want to hear what he did. Talk about me, you're talking undefeated. Talk about SKGH, no introduction needed. The queen offered me the...
He's keeping such a classic Skepta flow on a not classic Skepta beat. This is like a more modernish sounding Skepta beat. Like,
you're talking undefeated. Talk about SKGH, no introduction needed. The queen offered me the MBE. I said no and I raised my fist. I went home, got my chieftaincy. Now I'm back on the street. Police stop me in the street, they want to take a pic.
There's only one Ghetts and there's only one.
So what that sounded like to me is like, again, like they're reclaiming like the IC3, you know, the racial profiling. So it's like, yeah, police stopped me in the street, but to take a pic. So it's like, to me, it sounds like an illusion or like a jab. And like, well, y'all call it stop and search, over here we call it stop and frisk, but yeah.
No introduction needed. The queen offered me the MBE. I said no and I raised my fist. I went home, got my chieftaincy. Now I'm back on the street. Police stop me in the street, they want to take a pic.
There's only one Ghetts and there's only one Skepta. Blood of a king signing my son Emperor. You see right now I'm in the mad one. I need red rooms to the old monk Pepster. I gonna say I don't want no...
This beat is so simple, but it's so perfect for this. This is a good example of how you don't need to have a super wild, intricate beat. Like, to me, peak level creativity is when you can do something complicated while not being complicated, you know?
I said no and I raised my fist. I went home, got my chieftaincy. Now I'm back on the street. Police stop me in the street, they want to take a pic.
There's only one Ghetts and there's only one Skepta. Blood of a king signing my son Emperor. You see right now I'm in the mad one. I need red rooms to the old monk Pepster. I gonna say I don't want no smoke. Like man don't know I am the drug tester. The young man where old niggas love lecture. Diamond under pressure.
Them man are playing question time. Talking about who's next in line. Who the best in grime. What we wanna know is who gonna stand the test of time. Labels on the phone and I had to press decline with a heart like mine. How could I...
Now, we gotta be real though. Like, as with any other genre, no, things phase out, other things kind of phase back in. You know what I mean? Or rather phase in its place. I feel like Ghetts and Skepta, especially in terms of like grime artists who have been able to still come back out, put themselves out there and put out songs that people want to listen to and are talking about, that just shows that you're cemented as a legend on a whole other level.
Diamond under pressure.
Them man are playing question time, talking about who's next in line, who the best in grime. What we wanna know is who gonna stand the test of time. Labels on the phone and I had to press decline with a heart like mine. How could I quit? Bought a crib out of the bits. Mumsy proud of the kids. Didn't wanna play us on the radio. We took the thing worldwide. It was
Under pressure.
them man are playing question time, talking about who's next in line, who the best in grime. What we wanna know is who gonna stand the test of time. Labels on the phone and I had to press decline with a heart like mine. How could I quit? Bought a crib out of the bits. Mumsy proud of the kids. Didn't wanna play us on the radio. We took the thing worldwide. Now man a piss.
I'm a serial cheat, I got too many exes. Yo, no hand, look, I've been dumping. Where was you when that boy that and no one?
Wait, he said I'm a serial. He said I'm a serial cheat.
About who's next in line, who the best in grime. What we wanna know is who gonna stand the test of time. Labels on the phone and I had to press decline with a heart like mine. How could I quit? Bought a crib out of the bits. Mumsy proud of the kids. Didn't wanna play us on the radio. We took the thing worldwide. Now man a piss.
I'm a serial cheat, I got too many exes. Yo, no hand, look, I've been dumping. Where was you when that boy that and no one that movement air right now? I'm wondering. Some of you niggas need hump.
Shout out to BBK reference.
Worldwide. Now man a piss.
I'm a serial cheat, I got too many exes. Yo, no hand, look, I've been dumping. Where was you when that boy that and no one that movement air right now? I'm wondering. Some of you niggas need humbling. I got drink that needs pouring, got weed that needs crumbling, got gal asking my real name. My mum don't even call me.
Hold on, that visual, wow. Hey, gal ask. He's telling you to say his mom's don't even call him Justin. But let me see. This visual looks like it's going back and forth between like a calm visual and a visual with the police kind of harassing them.
Mumsy proud of the kids. Didn't want to play us on the radio. We took the thing worldwide. Now man a piss.
I'm a serial cheat, I got too many exes. Yo, no hand, look, I've been dumping. Where was you when that boy that and no one that movement air right now? I'm wondering.
No.
Some of you niggas need humbling. I got drink that needs pouring, got weed that needs crumbling, got gal asking my real name. My mum don't even call me Justin.
I'm the best, yo. I'm just the best. I'm the best. I'm just the best, okay? I'm the best.
No one that movement air right now, I'm wondering. Some of you niggas need humbling. I got drink that needs pouring, got weed that needs crumbling, got gal asking my real name. My mum don't even call me Justin. Look in the mirror, I see King, I see me. I see who, I see what, IC3.
Look in the mirror, I see King, I see me. I see what, I see who, IC3. Go on then, go on then, go on then, draw for the shetty. Bullets start dropping down like confetti. What thing a strap?
They could have ended it right there if they wanted to.
I see me. I see what? I see who? I see free. Go on then, go on then, go on then, draw for the shetty. Bullets start dropping down like confetti. What thing a strap if the beef is petty? Nah, rude boy, I just draw for the shetty. Make your belly look like a bowl of spaghetti.
Yo, this beat is switched up what, at least like 3 or 4 times now. And it's really subtle, you have to really be paying attention.
Go on then, go on then, go on then, draw for the shetty. Bullets start dropping down like confetti.
This visual.
Strap if the beef is petty. Nah, rude boy, I just draw for the shetty. Make your belly look like a bowl of spaghetti. Leave your lip bust and your forehead sweat.
Whoa.
Draw for the shetty. Bullets start dropping down like confetti. What thing a strap if the beef is petty? Nah, rude boy, I just draw for the shetty. Make your belly look like a bowl of spaghetti. Leave your lip bust and your forehead sweaty. I make you wish you never draw the machete. Go on then, you think you're ready? What? I see free. Look in the mirror, I see King, I see me. I see what? I see who? I see free. Go on then, go on then, go on then, draw for the shetty. Bullets start dropping down like confetti. What thing a strap if the beef is petty? Nah, rude boy, I just draw for the shetty. Make your belly look like a bowl of spaghetti. Leave your lip bust and your forehead sweaty. I make you wish you never draw the machete. Go on then, you think you're ready?
This isn't fair. These are 2 S-class artists, like you can't do this. These are S-tier artists right here. I always said I miss those days, yo. You can just get a bunch of artists, they do a set. So in this channel, we hold the vowels. That means we're gonna get straight into it. I didn't even have to do any calculations to know that this song is a perfect 10. Everything, top to bottom. Flow, beat, lyricism, replay value, 10. Maza. This was, yo, probably one of the best songs that I've heard all year. And honestly, it makes sense that we're talking about two S-tier artists. They've cemented themselves. They can stop making music if they want to, but they just keep coming back and proving that they can do it. Between these two, I would probably say I was a bigger fan of Skepta when I first started getting into UK music. Actually, Skepta was the first artist I ever heard. I heard his Tim Westwood freestyle. But between those two back in like, you know, the mid 2010s or so, I would have preferred Skepta over Ghetts, honestly. But over the years, Ghetts has climbed, honestly. And it's not to say that Skepta hasn't been improving. I just like the direction he took his music. It became a lot more experimental, and it just wasn't for me personally, but it was still good within its own lane, because ultimately he's at that phase in his life where he can just make whatever, and because he's so talented and seasoned, it's gonna sound ridiculous. Flows, mad. They're not gonna come on a track like this and not dump with several flows. That was pretty much a 4-minute song, and they brought you everything that you could imagine, you know? Beat, this one was so calm, but it had those subtle changes that just made it perfect. And if I wasn't like really focusing on it, I might have missed some of those changes until like later on in their transitions. But the way they just swapped out like certain melodies, I think, I'm not really familiar, but I think they have like the main melody, and I guess the melodies that come after are called the counter melodies, if I recall correctly. So the fact that they kind of swapped out what sounded like it was the counter melodies, and then they just kept the beat going. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's just what it sounded like in my head right now. But yeah, that beat, wicked. And it's just, Ghetts has just been wildin' this year. This song really reminded me of Mozambique. So if Ghetts is releasing a project, because I know he came out with his Mad About Bars, which to me felt like it was him kind of putting himself back on the map so he could build his way back up towards a project. I could be wrong, but if he is, smart move. Lyricism, come on, like I said, these are veterans. I'm gonna keep saying it. I really like how they took the IC3 code and then spun it, because like I said during the reaction, I know I've heard other artists kind of allude in the past to the fact that they feel like the IC3 kind of reduces them to just letters and numbers, which it makes sense. So them taking it and just flipping it and making it something to like empower themselves in a way, or rather just taking the fact that they're black and then using the code to then, you know, reinterpret what that can make you feel like, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to put it. It was just really dope. And shout outs to them for that concept, because that was hard. And it should go without saying that all of those reasons are exactly why this song has perfect replay value. It's just mad, yo. And I just love hearing the fact that these veteran artists have been able to come back and make music that's still different but familiar, and still able to set itself apart from what's coming out right now, but in a way where it forces your attention. You can't say it's bad. I can see why y'all wanted me to get on this one. Yo, I get it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I got some more reactions coming for y'all, but until next time, peace.